upon trying to take that back, specifically because of the fact of those MG42s lying around and the fact that he has only 2 rifleman squads. So it was not only one rifleman squad that died on the retreat, another rifleman squad must have died probably on the retreat as well from that previous attempt of him to base rush, the one that, you know, the first person that died was taking part. So yeah, 2 rifleman squads not gonna be enough to take on Vet2 Wehrmacht infantry and all those grenades that are gonna be employed by our Wehrmacht player. Not to mention the fact that 2 rifleman squads are not really enough to flank 2 MG42s. Although we do have a flak 88 at the west portion of the map near the second med bunker by our Wehrmacht player, and that flak is going to make it difficult for not only the Pershing but also the M8 and any other form of vehicle or armor by our American player to move in towards that specific portion of the map, trying of course to dislodge the MG42s. Packs, the pack that went down to the rifleman has been recruited, and there are now 2 packs in this portion of the map, creeping up, taking shots on the person that will eventually have to back off and is now currently being repaired by those engineers. Once again, a sniper being built by our American player, which is a safe thing to do. However, there is a sniper out by our Wehrmacht player, so he'll have to be a little bit careful on how that sniper is being used. And now at the 31 minute 19, 20, 21, 22 second mark, the situation seems to go as time goes by. It seems to be going into the hands of the Wehrmacht player, and it will be his game to lose, unless of course this particular Pershing as well as the M8 prove to be deadly, something that does not seem to be the case. One of the M8 goes down, American sniper still around taking shots, Wehrmacht sniper still around, and the counter snipe just happened. The Wehrmacht sniper killed the American sniper. Very good play by our Wehrmacht player here, expecting all the things that the US player could throw at him. The pack still around, Pershing being not only field repaired but also Allied war machined. Let's see if those packs are hitting ground. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So that Pershing, if the Allied war machine goes down, the Wehrmacht player will be free to move in and kill the Pershing without it, of course, being replenished by the AWM. And this is something will we witness? No. Why did the pack fire? Oh my god. The Pershing is back under the effects of the Allied war machine, and not because our American player actually paid the 800 manpower cost for it. Kind of a mishap there for our Wehrmacht player. I guess he surely did not want that to happen. And once again, I should point out, the American player really not bothering with the west portion of the map, and I would say rightfully so. 2 MG42s and a flak are more than enough to deal with 2 riflemen and a Pershing. So with no sniper now on the field, I would say things look pretty grim for him. Once again, he tries to move in the east portion of the map using his flamers and his 2 rifleman squads. He will be meeting up, of course, with the packs, with an MG42 that has taken cover into the American, into that building to the north of the player's base, and now we have registered artillery coming down. What the hell was that? Coming down not only the American forces but also his own forces? That registered artillery killed a lot of stuff. Oh god. And we have another rifleman squad going down on the retreat by the fire of the sniper. Pershing still around taking shots on that recently built Flak 88. Will most probably destroy it. And yes, it does. And now the only American forces on the field is a Pershing and two rifleman squads. Wow, that was quite a hit the American player took in that last engagement, and our Wehrmacht player has 3 MG42s, 3 Grand Squads, 2 of them equipped with Panzerschrecks, 1 Volks, 1 Sniper, and 1 Pioneer. He doesn't have a Wehrmacht quarters though, and a bunker, but he still has his Greek barracks, his second bunker, his flags, and his HQ. So there you go. Now it's pretty, I guess at this point in the game, at 115 victory points for a Wehrmacht player, if I was playing the US, I would go for the VPs, and that seems to be the case with Seph here. However, I'm not seeing how those two riflemen are going to stand up against all that vetted Wehrmacht infantry. And if we go back to the American player's base, still no supply yard upgrade as you see here, although the rest of his taking seems okay. Although the units being produced by did not seem to be paying off eventually, specifically the snipers, because he has lost a lot of snipers to that counter snipe there. And those rifleman squads dying on the retreat was not any good either for him. Calliope, however, has hit the field, opens fire. A barrage actually the location of those Grens, the sniper, and some pioneers that were building another flag that's actually being cancelled by Nosliw, and the pioneers go down to the Pershing, I think. The first barrage by the Calliope seemed to be okay. I don't really dislike it. Wow, shot by the Pershing destroys the Grenadier squad equipped with Panzerschrecks, and wow, that Calliope shot, yeah, killed a lot of stuff actually, although it has only 4 kills. It seemed that it helped the Pershing get even more kills. Now at 17 kills at a Veterans level 2, being repaired by the Field Repairs Company ability. And having killed that Grenadier squad with a Panzerschreck, that's a heavy loss for the Wehrmacht player. And is this the sign, the beginning of a comeback? Wow! If the American player makes use of his Calliope to force retreats and advancing, Wehrmacht infantry, and keep his Pershing nearby and his 2 rifleman squads in case some packs are built, then he can really press for the victory points. So let's see what happens at the 37-minute 26, 27, 28 second mark. The game seems to be taking an unexpected turn, I could say, especially after that kind of weird artillery, register artillery by our Wehrmacht player, and the subsequent Calliope barrage by our American player. Now the Wehrmacht player seems to have focused in the west portion of the map, and he seems to be creeping up with Flak 88s nonetheless, and if that flak is built at that position, it's gonna have it's gonna be able to hit even the HQ of our American player, and that is gonna be a pain to deal with, because yeah, Pershing is okay at Veterans level 2, but 2 flags? Not gonna work. Not gonna work at all. And 3 MGs there make sure that those flags are gonna be safe from any kind of infantry harassment. So I would say the only way at this moment that the American player can make those flags go away is, of course, the Calliope barrage, something that we witnessed right here. Even some Volks taking some heavy hit from the barrage. However, the flag is still at full health, and not only the crew but the can as well, so that's gonna be a problem for our American player eventually. However, our American player makes a move towards the Wehrmacht player's base of his own. He is taking on the Wehrmacht HQ with his Vet2 Pershing. The nearby Pioneer that just retreated may even go down under the fire of the Riflemen. Riflemen really now learned their lesson, stay away from the base MG42s, although that MG42 on the Creek barracks does not seem to be actually be in range of them, although it does not seem to be suppressing them. However, the point still stands, those riflemen won't be able to close in on the Wehrmacht player base and kill any, for example, any retreating infantry by a Wehrmacht player. Flak in the front and right outside of the American player base has just destroyed not only the barracks as well as but the tank depot as well as the MG bunker. And what the Wehrmacht player needs is, of course, to get line of sight of that area of the American player's base so that his flak continues. And what happened? Oh my God! The Pershing went down to a 280mm rocket barrage of the defensive doctrine. What the hell? That was wow. That was wow. No Pershing. Although, forget about that. The American player just got a Pershing back. And by saying that he just pressed it in time, I'm guessing he pressed a light war machine in time. So the Pershing is back. He didn't have to pay 900 manpower. And now we have another flak being built by a Wehrmacht player. Calliope barrage into the Wehrmacht player's base, hitting the HQ as well as the Greek barracks. But the flag is up. The flag is going to be enough to take on any more Pershings that try to make their way towards the Wehrmacht player base and destroy the HQ and the Greek barracks. Although the HQ is in danger of going down, the Pershing kind of stops, tries to move around. Has the American player seen that other flag? I'm not so sure about it. A Grenadiers trying to move in towards the northeast victory point, hit the mine. Calliopes are nearby. 2 Calliopes now on the field. Are they going to be opening fire on the base or on the flag outside of the American player base that actually has been pounding the American player base for quite a while now and will be destroying it soon? Has the HQ gone down for the Wehrmacht player? Yes, it has. However, the Pershing does go down to the flag that was built previously by the pioneers right on the outskirts of the Wehrmacht player base. No HQ for the Wehrmacht player. However, it is being repaired. Greek barracks still up, bunker still up, and the American base in danger of going down. Trial center going down. Another barrages now by the Calliopes on the position of the forward flag. And they do not seem to be working. Flagging is just okay. It's a-okay with 2 members of its crew left and its health around 80%. It's gonna be fine. Continues to open fire on the riflemen. The MG42s have creeped up, will be suppressing the riflemen that try to make their way out of the American player's base. And now the victory point condition has been reversed. 2 in the hands of our Wehrmacht player, 1 neutral. So he doesn't have to worry about victory points any longer. As long as this situation continues, of course, he is down to 61 and he cannot afford for any of the victory points to go into the hands of our American player. MG42 is still on the outside of the American player's base. Does the flag have sight of the base? No, it does not seem to be. Does not seem to be the case. Single squad of Panzerschreck wielding grenadiers moving in towards the east-northeast victory point are getting suppressed by riflemen that probably use the suppressive fire ability of the bars to do that, because the Wehrmacht player right now really has to go to get those VPs back and has to keep pounding on those flags with his Calliopes if that is what he aims for, and if he has given up on trying to take on the Wehrmacht player's base, given that that flag there is going to be a pain to deal with even with another Pershing on the field. 2 squads of riflemen, 1 of them at vet 1, but really down to very low health, and 4 members take on some grenadiers by the victory point there to the east. And the subsequent Calliope barrage forces a retreat on the Grens. However, the Grens are going to be reinforced and are going to make their way back towards that victory point, and a single squad of riflemen is not going to be enough to deal with them. And Calliopes do not, of course, have a gun of their own, a chassis gun of their own. They only have their barrages to use, so that's going to be a problem, unless of course the Pershing hits the field. A Pershing, is that the 4th Pershing? I think it's the 4th Pershing. Maybe it's the 5th, I'm not sure anymore. At the 44 minute 10, 11, 12 second mark, we have seen a base rush by flags on the Wehrmacht's player side, and a base rush by a Pershing and Calliopes on the American player side. And more Calliope barrages being brought down to the Wehrmacht player's base. However, the HQ has been repaired by those two squads of pioneers, and now a single squad of Volks with one member left and an MG42 have made their way towards the center almost of the American player's base, and the flak on the outskirts has opened fire on the HQ. And if the HQ goes down, which it most probably will, the only thing remaining for our American player will be the MG bunker that will go down as well. And if that goes down as well, you know what happens, folks. And by folks I not mean Volksgrenadier, I mean folks, F-O-L-K-S, okay? to clear any misunderstanding. Two Calliopes and a single Pershing. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Pershing seems to be moving towards the American player's base, probably because the American player has realized that he's really close to being defeated by those flanks destroying all his buildings, and by the Calliopes of his own not being able to destroy the Wehrmacht player's base. Another flak by our Wehrmacht player now to the north outskirts of his base is going to be more than enough to force any Pershing away, as well as, I guess, the Calliopes moving in closer, though I don't know why the Calliopes would like to do that. Pershing destroying the crew of the first flak, however, going down to the second flank and gaining veterancy before it goes down and taking a shot on the MG42. It's not going to kill the MG42, so if the Wehrmacht player actually, while I was saying that, one of the Calliopes goes down to Grenadiers equip strikes, the other Calliope tries to move back, victory points back into control of our Wehrmacht player, 33 now for him, 326, 27 actually for our American player, but no forces left for him. HQ of the American player has been destroyed. If only someone would give line of sight, and if only that flag was recruited, the Wehrmacht player could actually destroy the MG bunker, and the game, I guess, would have ended. Well, the Calliope goes down, that's for sure, and Pioneers moving in towards the flak. Are they going to recruit the flak? Yes, they are. Riflemen, actually Grenadiers with strikes moving in towards the American player base. The Wehrmacht player is going to get sight of the base, and the flak opens fire on the MG bunker. The HQ is still down, and that MG bunker is going to go down. Yes, it does. Rocket barrels coming down on the repairing engineers, but it does not matter. There's no building left for the American player, and the Wehrmacht player takes the win. So there you go. That's a crazy game right there, with all those flags, the Pershing, the Calliopes, the barrages, the victory point battle, the base rushes by either player, the creeping up of the flags. I never thought I would say that. Usually you get packs to creep up towards the position, you get MGs to move up, but flags not every day. So there you go, folks, and once again, folks with an F. That was the game. I hope you enjoyed this game. I really don't have anything to say about it. I mean, I couldn't even talk about Seph. What could I say? It's Seph. You can't say much about Seph. But it was a really fun game to watch, actually, and cast, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. So that's all. Another beta game. Go give the beta some love if you have not done already, and go watch some more tournament casts that have come out. And that's all, I guess. Armageddon out.